Alright, so these are the files. Don't delete anything, because if you delete any of the information files, the emulator might not work. But here's what you do. You're going to open the emulator first, go to Options, Controller, and you're going to see something that looks like this. And what you're going to do is you click one, like this, and it blinks, and then this is how you configure the controller to the emulator. So you click it, you hit up, then you do your next one, you hit left, and you know, whatever corresponds to the controller. You have all your buttons for a Nintendo controller. Now, you can use the controller for any emulator or game that the game does not exceed the number of controller buttons that the controller has. So, per se, a Sega controller, which has more than this many buttons, this is only a Nintendo emulator, but the Sega controller could be played on this. But a Nintendo controller might not be able to play a Sega game which has more buttons than the controller has. So this is what you do. After you configure it, you hit OK. Then you put this aside, go back to your files, you go to ROMs, then you scroll down, find whatever game you want. Look for Super Nintendo or Super Mario. Where is it? It's got so many games on here. It's probably like a couple hundred. Alright, there you go, Super Mario Bros. And the controller does work for the game. Most people only rip out the guts and put a memory stick in here, but the controller does work. Hit start. Start. And there you go. Now I'm only playing with one hand, so this is very difficult. But the controller is very responsive. You can't even tell that this is a remake. It feels just like a regular controller. Game plays smoothly, as long as you're playing on a decent computer. Although, this is just an emulator, so I'm sure it'll play smoothly even on just a laptop or anything. It doesn't exactly take a lot to run. And yeah, so there it is. My USB Nintendo controller that I made. My next one I make will be better. It'll have more memory, longer stick. It'll fit together a little bit more seamlessly. So if you're interested, hit me up.